We've asked the question and now we finally know the answer. Hello and welcome to Screen Rant. The first chapter of Disney Plus's What If explores what might have happened if Peggy Carter, not Steve Rogers, had taken the super soldier serum. And while a lot of things are different in this timeline, there's still plenty that's the same, or at least very similar to how it went down in the mainline MCU. So let's dive in. I'm Greg Elliott, and here is every MCU callback, reference, and Easter egg we found in the first episode of What If.
Is this a test?
He's still skinny.
Both the Watcher and Steve Rogers refer to Steve as a skinny kid from Brooklyn, but strangely, the person who called him that in the first Captain America, Colonel Phillips, gets shot during the transformation scene. Maybe Tommy Lee Jones just didn't want to come back, but he's been replaced by Agent, now Colonel Flynn, with Bradley Whitford reprising his role from the Agent Carter one-shot short film. The coolest part of the show is seeing its slightly different versions of scenes from the source material, and there are a ton of visual references to the first Avenger, often shot-for-shot remakes throughout the show. We get a bunch during the serum transformation scene, when Peggy unloads on a punching bag, when Red Skull acquires the Tesseract, when Peggy and the Howling Commandos break out from the Hydra facility, and when Cap blows up a tank.
I asked for an army and all I got was you. You are not enough.
And there's of course a ton of dialogue that parallels the main timeline, although often with some small tweaks in this new reality. Howard Stark calls the transformation an absolute success, which gives us vibes of Hulk's "I'd see this as an absolute win" line from Endgame, and Flynn then complains about wanting an army and getting a girl. Steve says let's hear it for Captain Carter just like Bucky did for him. Peggy tells Steve the suit is nothing without the man inside, which riffs off of Steve's line to Tony in the first Avengers movie. When Bucky finds Steve, he tells him we don't have all day, which sure sounds a lot like Cap's "I can do this all day" catchphrase. And when Peggy pops out of the wormhole at the end, Nick Fury tells her to put down the sword, just like he told Loki in the Avengers.
Sir, please put down the spear.
Other similarities are Peggy riding the motorcycle with the shield on her back like Cap in Age of Ultron, a Captain Carter montage, Steve painting "Hello from Brooklyn" on the Hydra Stomper much like Hydra's bombs had their targets painted on them in the first Avenger, and we got a good laugh out of Bucky telling Peggy she almost ripped his arm off, slyly referencing his now not-to-be Winter Soldier metal arm. And we actually really thought Steve getting buried in the snow might lead to a "What If Steve Rogers Became the Winter Soldier" episode, but we guess that's not in the cards, at least for now.
Oh, wow! Lord of the Calamari!
The giant tentacle monster Red Skull unleashes isn't explicitly named, but it does bear a striking resemblance to Shuma Gorath, a multi-dimensional beast from the beginning of time that first appeared in Marvel Premiere number 10 in 1973. And this time around, it's Peggy that sacrifices herself to save the world, flipping the script once again from Captain America the First Avenger, with Steve and Peggy's final conversation unfolding in very much the same way, reversing their original roles. So maybe this Peggy will also eventually break the laws of time and space to make that date. Realizing he's come face to face with the legendary Captain Carter, this timeline's Nick Fury explains to her that she's not in Kansas anymore, much like he did to Steve in the first Avenger. And with the Watcher referring to Peggy as the multiverse's new hero, we're expecting, or at least hoping, that we haven't seen the last of this Cap in the MCU. And we'll be here every week to break down What If, so keep up with us at Screen Rant for all of the answers. I'm Greg Elliott, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.